Today I'm gonna show you how it does look like to volunteer for the biggest sporting event in the world, the FIFA World Cup 2026. Not from inside the stadium, but from the FanFest, right in the middle of Miami. Surrounded by giant screens, thousands of fans, non-stop celebrations, and I was right there filming everything. So come with me, this is the full experience. I'm heading to the FIFA office right now to pick up my stuff. I think that's right here on this building. And I already saw some volunteers going up. Let's see. And right over there you can see that are some volunteers completed the check-in, given the accreditation passes, uniforms and everything for the volunteers. Like, see, we are taking some photos for whatever, I don't know what it is. And we have also volunteers come here all the time. So now I just got my accreditation pass, and now I'm heading to pick up my uniform, my gears to start my shift tomorrow. Look what I just found here, man. My buddy Mr. Bix. Going into the uniform distribution center. So as soon as I walked in, I got in the line and waited to be called. When I was called, I could choose the size for the clothes. Guys, I just took all my stuff. It was a huge bag full of shirts, shorts, a pair of socks, some deodorants, the shoes from Adidas. Everything here is fine, just like really good quality. So I just get all my stuff. So basically the volunteer kit comes with like 4 shirts, 1 bag, 1 cap, 1 jacket, 1 pants, 1 shorts, 3 pairs of socks, 4 deodorants and some rain poncho, and also with the Adidas shoes come along with 4 badges, 1 accreditation pass, and that's it. That's basically the FIFA volunteer kit. Now I'm gonna grab something to eat. Maybe I'm gonna take some chicken fillet, because we don't have chicken fillet in Brazil, so I miss chicken fillet so much when I am there, and every time I am here in the US I have chicken fillet. So let's go. Guys, this is insane. Chocolate salad is insane. I hope we had this in Brazil, but unfortunately we don't have. And this lemonade is also sick, man. This lemonade is sick. This is FIFA Miami Fun Festival. I have just right here on the entrance for volunteers of FIFA Fun Festival. So I just entered, I passed through the security, and I am here now at FIFA Fun Festival. Inside the Fun Fest, there was a tent for volunteers with air conditioning and unlimited drinking water.
Coordinators for this volunteer program. We appreciate you guys for coming out and showing out, alright? You guys are the heartbeat of the fan festival, alright? So round of applause for you guys being here and bringing that energy, alright guys?
During my first shift, I was assigned to take photos of everyone who came up to this mural. So basically my role was to take photos of people who came up to the mural using a Polaroid camera and hand them the photo so they could pin up on the other side. People usually wrote their names or something as a keepsake. As you can see, there is a photo of me written Caio was here, and at that time it was like 7 PM, so my shift had just ended. So I could walk around the FIFA Fun Festival and could witness like these guys playing a game that here in Brazil we call Altinha. I don't know how do you guys call in English. If you know, please hit the comments. And for those that have never heard or played this game before, the main purpose of the game is to keep the ball in the air as long as you can. You can use your head, your feet. It's a pretty fun game to play with your friends, especially if you have some skilled one friends. And this is how it looks like FIFA Fan Festival at night. On my second day, I had to be at the FanFest a bit earlier than on the first day, and every day to get in the FanFest I had to take a bus from Metro Mall to Bayfront Park, so it was a crazy and exhausting bus ride to get here. So basically on my second day, I had to stand still near the venue's exit, giving directions or answering any questions that guests may have. It's definitely the best place to stay here. We have a pretty good shade that we can stay safe, stay away from the sun. So that's definitely one of the best spots here in the FIFA Fan Fest, Miami. And right now there are some girls performing right there that I think they must be melting due to the sun. So after my lunch break, I took the opportunity to explore the FanFest a bit. You could find some activities to enjoy all over the place, like a 4 vs 4 soccer for the kids. You could also take some time and play some skee ball. Today my shift just ended. Today I got the ring zone position at exit from FIFA Fan Festival, and it was really easy job, like just saying goodbye to everyone. Thanks for coming. My third shift was by far one of the most exciting and funniest one. So as soon as I got into the FanFest, I had to stay in the line, and when I picked up my role for that day, I figured out that I could get one of the funniest spots on this place. Not only because I stayed at the event entrance, cheering everyone up who came in. Thanks in advance to this amazing crew who have done an amazing job, but also because I could watch these guys performing some crazy stunts in the water with jet skis and these water jetpacks. I don't know how should I call this. At some point I thought they were going to play some Rocket League on the water or something like that, but all they did was keep doing these cool stunts. Indeed, they are really good at this. What the heck is going on here, guys? Look at this, like a Rocket League on the water. It's crazy. The event lasted about 10 minutes, so as soon as it ended I returned to my position. And on that day Scotland played against the Moroccan team, so I saw many Scots dressed in those Scottish skirts, which I later discovered that have a specific name and are called kilts. Anyway, it was really interesting to see them dressed in their traditional attire. I was also able to enjoy some live music, watch the game between the USA and Australia, and I ended up discovering that there is a dog park inside the FanFest in case you wanted to have some fun with your furry best friend. And speaking of furry best friend, this is Ginger, Miami's best social service dog. So, starting my 5th day of volunteering, I stayed very close to where I had been on the second day, in the central field where all the soccer balls used in the World Cups so far have been located, and it was really cool to see them all gathered there, since there were some that I have never seen before. And this area around the central field was quite exciting, since at each one of these locations you could get a souvenir, and one of the most memorable souvenirs was definitely the bracelets that Bank of America was giving away for free. And every day there was a cultural performance, depending on which team was playing that day. And on the same day, by the way, Argentina played against Austria, so the FanFest was crowded with a lot of Argentinians. After the game, they were so happy with the victory that some of them went to celebrate with a ball game. Last but not least, it was my break time, and during each break time we would get our food and rest inside the tent. And this was my lunch that day, creamy pasta with shredded chicken and coleslaw. And that was my second to last day at the FanFest. Now let's move on to my last and most memorable day. My last day of work was actually the day of the Brazil versus Scotland match. And there was so many people inside the FanFest that no one outside could enter the FanFest anymore. At this moment the FanFest has reached its full capacity. I have never seen so many people gathering in one place at the same time before, so it was really surprising for me to see this many people watching the game. The experience of watching the game with other Brazilians was quite memorable for me, especially because it was so much fun to see people's reaction when Neymar stepped onto the field. So after Brazil scored 3 goals, the game wasn't over yet, but some Scottish people started to exit the venue. So after the game, live music started playing and people were celebrating Brazil's victory. Even some Scots joined the crowd, which was a lot of fun. And those were my final moments as a volunteer at the FanFest in Miami. Moments that will certainly stay with me forever in my memories. And to be fair, I already miss everything that I could experience during my time there. So thank you FIFA for giving me the opportunity to be part of this incredible team of volunteers. And for those wondering what we get when we complete our schedules, basically we need to return to that building that we got our accreditation pass, and as soon as we get there it is possible to redeem our rewards, which basically are some brooches, one pair of magnets, a speaker and a beach towel. They're not extraordinary rewards, but I believe what matters most is experience and the friendships you make along the way. So is it worth volunteering for a World Cup or not? Leave your opinion in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video if you enjoy it. Bye bye, see you next time.